So let's get started then. All right. We have Sheila Blutstein Green if she comes on. And we'll see. So I sent to all of you that we were going to do the different Kaddishim, plural. So I'm just actually going to read this to you because I think it'll include everything. So there's the Hatzi Kaddish or Chatzi Kaddish. They say it different ways, which is the half Kaddish, which is just, it's actually the top 2 paragraphs, I think. And this is said during the morning service in Shachrit. It's recited by the prayer leader. And it's after Pezukei de Zimra, which is the section of the service after the Amida. And it's in every one of the other Kaddishes. Okay, it's always there. It's the same thing, the Hatzi Kaddish. But sometimes you say just the Hatzi Kaddish. There's Kaddish de Rabbanan, which we say in the morning, and that's the one that a lot of us generally, if you didn't go to services regularly or don't in the morning, you don't hear it. So it's harder. It's got some extra words in it, and it's actually when you complete communal Torah study, it's called the Kaddish of the rabbis, and the prayer is blessings for rabbis, their students, and all those who engage in religious study. So I know our bat mitzvah class had practiced it and studied it. So it's one of those prayers that you really have to go over again and again because there's a couple words that they slide in there, and they seem foreign. They really do, because you're so used to a Kaddish, because then there's the mourner's Kaddish. What, Maddie?
I was going to ask, is the mourner's Kaddish is Aramaic, correct? It's not Hebrew.
No, the mourner's Kaddish, it's all the same. They're all Hebrew. Because the mourner's Kaddish has the Hatzi Kaddish in it also.
But which one is Aramaic?
Ashrei is Aramaic.
Oh, the Ashrei. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the mourner's Kaddish is the same. It's recited, they say, by mourners, close relatives. I don't know if any of you, I say the mourner's Kaddish every time. I do it because my son, Seth, when he was in USY, they encouraged them to say it for the 6 million. And I say it in his memory and for the 6 million and for 9/11. And I say for everyone who doesn't have someone to say it for them, because there is always someone, some Jew who has died, and there's no one to say it for them. So that's why I'm saying it, and I feel that that's a good thing. It's a mitzvah. The interesting thing about the mourner's Kaddish is it does not mention death or dying at all. It's amazing. I mean, that's our prayers are that way. They it's affirming that there's a holiness of God and the wonder of life. I mean, that's what we look to. And you lose someone, you love them, you're sad, but I would say that everyone always wants someone else to go on to like I say with my son Seth, he would not have wanted us to be mourning and sad all the time. He was full of life, and he would have wanted us to always keep going on and always live and enjoy life. And my daughter and I practice it better than my son and my husband. Men grieve differently than women. It's amazing, but they do. And so I never thought so, but they do. So at any rate, with the mourner's Kaddish, it just reminds us of all the wonders of God and of the gifts that God gives us. So and then the fourth one is the Kaddish Shalem, which is called the complete Kaddish. And this is recited by the rabbis and the prayer leader after the Amida. It sort of stops, the Amida finishes, and before you go to the Torah service, you say that. And it's also, it requests that God accept the prayers of all the people of Israel. So that's how it says it in there. And for this reason, the Kaddish Shalem It follows the Amida and the prayer. And during the Amida, that's the prayer which Jews traditionally make supplication before God. They thank God. They appreciate God. That's the Amida. There might be a part of the Amida, if I'm right, that asks things, but normally our prayers don't ask God for things. We don't. We thank God. We tell God we appreciate what He's done for us and what we can learn. So those are the 4 different ones. And then I don't know how many of you are aware of when you say the Kaddish, and you're saying not the Hatzi Kaddish, it doesn't have it, but hi Sheila Blutstein, there you go, green. When you say the Kaddish at the end, that last paragraph is Oseh Shalom. Here, let me read it. It goes, Oseh Shalom Bimramav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. And when you say Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, well, when you say Oseh Shalom Bimramav, you step back 3 steps. Then you bow to the left. You bow to the right with Aleinu V'Yal Kol Yisrael. You come up in the middle and you bow V'Imru Amen. And the reason for that is that we are praising God when we say those lines. And we're taking leave of God's presence. We have been praising Him and we have been talking of it. And now we're leaving God's presence. So that's why we step back and we bow left and right and then middle. That's that reasoning. Okay. So what we're going to do is I pulled up 3. I didn't pull up Hatzi Kaddish. We're going to screen share and we'll do first the Kaddish to Rabbanan. And I know that you'll all be able to kind of go through those first couple of paragraphs, but it's those that I think it's the 3rd and 4th and the 4th and 5th that you have to really concentrate on. So let's go and let me go here and here and here. Okay, so let me make this bigger and move it over. And I want to get you all up here so I can, okay, let me get this over. Is that big enough? I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's start. I'll have each of you read. This is the Kaddish de Rabbanan, as you can see, okay? And let me take off my sweater. And it is, let me see, it's when you start with this 3rd paragraph, I think it is. No, it's the 4th paragraph. Al Yisrael V'Al Rabbanan. Okay, so let's start with this one, and I'm just going to go from the bottom up this time. So, Jen, would you please read these 3 lines? And you got to unmute, please.
All right, let me move you guys to the side so I can see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Up at the top,
Yes, please.
Yit Gadal, Vayit Kadash, Shemay Rabbah.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Baal Ma.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to saying this fast, you guys. Not reading it. Wow, this is hard. Baal Ma, D, 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 Vera,
Vera, right.
Vera,
Mm-hmm.
Bayo,
No,
Bayota,
no, that's not a bet.
Kadashah,
All right.
Kadash,
So no, it's a cuff. You're right. So put these 2 together.
Kirata,
Not what's this?
Kirovata,
Kir u te.
Kirute.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Veya Veyalma Ve.
These blend. This yod and this that blends.
Oh wait, I just clicked something. Hang on. You just went to full screen. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, you're still full screen.
Go up to the top, maybe.
What did I do?
Is it possible for you to move your thing to, I guess, your right or our left? Yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here, Jen, we're on this word.
All right. There we go. It's back. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Which one am I on?
You're on this third line down, the first word.
Okay. Veyal Veyama. Licha.
Okay. It's V'yam lich.
Veyam Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Malchute.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Bekayon.
Not 2 dots. Under the yud.
Bechaye. Beyahayechon.
V'chayechon.
Vahayechon.
Good.
Uvyemechon.
Uvayo. Uvayo.
Uvayomechon.
Mechon. You have to hear that may.
Uvayomechon.
Okay. All right. That's it. See, it is harder to read it, isn't it? And you all, because if you've just been reciting it, you've possibly been mispronouncing them. So that's why you need to know those words. You need to read them. Okay. When I do it, I will tell all of you, when I pray, I still read. I try not to do anything by memory. My kids had a director once, and she always said, read it, know what you're saying. That's the important thing. Or pronounce it properly so you're pronouncing the words properly. Okay, good. All right, so let's go. Maddie, if you would do these next 3 lines. Unmute. You're muted.
Okay, here we go. Uvhaye
Mm-hmm.
dachal bayot bet.
Mm-mm. Bait.
Yeah, bet. Bait.
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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bagala.
Ba'agala.
Baagala.
Mm-hmm.
Vu.
Not vu. Ooh.
Oh, Uv. Uvsiman.
Say it again.
Uvsiman.
Ooh. These man.
Uzi. Uzi. Man.
Good.
Karov. Karif.
Not what? Yeah. Say it again.
Kariv.
I think you said it right the first time. I just
Kariv.
Kariv. Yes. 1 dot.
Kariv.
E. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kariv. Um, the
V.
e
V. V.
the right the imaru.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was short. Do this line in the middle here. This is that one that we all do.
Yeah. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mal Mavar
Meh. Just meh. Meh.
Me Varuch
Well, this is an,
Muvarach.
yes, good.
Muvarach. Le'olam.
No, not olam,
Oh,
le'alam.
La'alam. Uh, the
No, that's not
oh,
a v, that's the vowel.
oh, Ula Ala
Okay, so it blends more. It goes ul, al, may. Ul, al, may.
El
Not L. Look underneath.
Al Al Maya.
Good. Yes. Okay. All righty. Sabina, please read the next three. You have to unmute. Go ahead.
I just did Barak,
No, no. Look at that. That's a
Eat Barak,
good.
V'im Shabbat,
Nope. Nope. Look at this.
V'ish Tabach,
Vayish. Yeesh.
V'ish Tabach,
Good.
V'im
No,
Hana,
not aim. No, it's a yud. You have to have that y.
Vayit Ha'ar,
Yes.
V'im
Yep.
V'it Ramah,
Vayit.
V'it Raman,
Not eat. You must hear the yud. It's a
V'yit
y, like a y, a y.
V'yit Raman,
Good.
V'yit not
It's
there,
yeet.
the
Okay.
yeet not say.
All right, stop. Vayit na say. Now say it.
The yeet not say.
Na say.
Not say.
Okay, I
Not
think
say.
I'm hearing
Not
something
say.
else with it.
You heard a t. Not say.
Yeah, I heard a t.
Right,
It should say
the yeet
na.
not say.
Okay, good.
The yeet hadar.
Mm-hmm.
The yit alel.
Le.
The yit alel. The yit
Good.
aleh.
Good.
The yit halal.
Hmm.
Shmei the kudasha.
Good.
Boris who.
Good. Okay, and then this one.
Le ola.
Look at this. Two dots.
Ela. Le ela. Me.
Good.
Call. Not call.
Okay.
Call. Right?
Call. Right.
You just told
Okay.
it in call.
And we only say this on Shabbat Shuvah. So we.
Oh, we're back. What is Shabbat Shuvah exactly?
It is the Shabbat that comes. Now I have to think about it. Shabbat Shuvah. It comes one or two times before certain holidays. There's one before Pesach, I think. I got to look it up. I'll look it up. And there might be one before Rosh Hashanah. Shabbat Shuvah. And it means that there's different. You know, it's like the prayers. No,
Mikal.
right. Okay. It's I often think to myself that the rabbis, when they put these things together, and they made changes, and it's like they always added other things. When you think Shabbat Shuvah, they wanted to bring the attention to something else, so that's why they added again. They add more. But I will find out the exact when they are.
Because whenever I see it, I wonder, what is Shabbat Shuvah?
Right. Okay. I will definitely let you all know.
Not that I'm stalling that I don't want to read.
Edith, let me hear you say these three, okay?
All right. Let's say, okay. Beer, vata.
No, look at this. There's no tail on the end.
Kata.
Chata, yes. I know you're practicing that. Okay.
Thank you. Vishirata.
Good.
Tush.
Mm-hmm.
what is that?
It's tush
Bakata.
b, and this is a chet.
Wow.
Tush Bakata.
The chata, right? A lot of chets here.
Venek Mata.
Right. Venecha
Veneka
cha
Mata.
ma ta. Right.
Da Ame Ron.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Put it together.
Da Ame Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Bial Ma.
Good.
Vim Ru.
It's
Vim Ru.
right. Yes. The imru.
Amen.
Good. Okay. And one more line. This one. Let's get it up a little. Now, this is where, before you start, this is where these added words for Kaddish Rabbanan come in. And if it takes practicing them. I mean, I just finally got it maybe a couple of years ago. It just takes a lot of concentration. And if the leader's going too fast, you can get lost. So that's why you just got to practice to get those words. But let me hear you say this line.
Okay. Al
Mm-hmm.
Yisrael.
Mm-hmm.
The Al
Right.
Rabbanon.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Bial. The cursor is over the vowel, I think.
All
Oh,
right.
no, it's
It's
not. It's not your cursor. Maybe it's mine. Maybe it's mine. Okay.
it's
Sorry.
yours. Okay.
Yeah. Talming. They. Talmy Hall.
Okay. And what's the last?
Talmy Han.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tommy Dahon. Okay.
Vial. Ball.
No, no.
Call. That's my
Right. Right.
call.
Call.
Tall me day.
Yes. Yes.
Tall me.
That's it.
Sorry.
No, you're doing great.
I
You're
feel like
doing
I'm
great.
hung out there.
It's no, really, it's the words we don't normally hear. Okay. Very good. So let's see. Judy, Carlin, please read for me the next three.
Okay. Tommy Day. Oops, sorry. Because I'm getting a mess. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Tommy Day Home. The Cole Man. The Us.
Now
The
say this.
Asi.
Say what is
Yes.
this? Say this.
Cole Man.
Mon. Yes. Good.
Um. The Askin. The Askin.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Raita. The Ra. No. D. A. Diva
Not
8
A.
Ra.
Not A.
Diva at Ra. Diva Ra.
It's
Diva
all right.
at Ra.
It's a vet. Vi at ra.
Diva at Ra.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Hadain Vadi Bahal Atar V'Atar Yahay
Mm-hmm.
Lachon Olchon Shlama Rabba
Good.
Ina Vahista V'Rachamin V'Chayin Arichon no Arichin Umatsana
Wait, say that
Reisha
again. Say this again.
Umadon Umado no Umatsora no Umatsona
Um so, na. Yes. So, you got that
na.
Zion, na. Mm-hmm.
Yes, fine. Reicha. Kana.
Revicha. Okay, you can stop now. The
Revicha.
revicha. Okay, good. All right. All right.
Revicha.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let me have someone else.
Okay.
Anita. Okay. Here we are. I want you to read this. Anita, are you on the?
I'm unmute.
Okay.
Oh, oh, pear,
Ooh. Ooh. You said it right the
oh,
first. Ooh.
oh, pear,
No. 3 dots this way is the same as this one,
oh, pa,
and it's not a pa. It's a fe. No dot.
oh, fay, ra,
Oofu. Oofur. Ooh. Fur. Now this.
care, care, nor,
Now. Ka na.
na, kana,
Ufur kana. Okay, that's an ah sound. Ah.
oh, sure, kana, mean,
Mm-hmm.
uh, code, kadash,
Mm-mm.
kada,
Nope. This is a final.
kadas,
Kadam. This is final mem.
kadam,
Yes.
avo,
Not vo. No. Dots in the middle.
avo,
Vu. Avu.
avo, hon,
Yes.
the, shay,
It
ma,
blend. It blends.
the shay,
Not shay.
ma,
Vish. Vish.
share, ma,
Vi-
the share, ma, on,
Okay. It's Vish Maya.
this, maya,
Okay. And this?
they,
Not they. The. Just the. The.
the, im, ru,
Mm-hmm.
amen.
Good. Okay. And this line?
Yehes, shall, more,
Sh
ma,
la
la,
ma. Say sh la ma.
shilama,
Right.
ray,
Not Ray. You said it right first.
ba,
Good. Rabba.
baba, me, mean,
Mm-hmm. Good.
shall, shema,
And this?
yon, yon, yon,
Shemaya.
shemayan,
Right.
ray,
Not Ray. This is a Vav. It's a Vav.
it's a vav.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a race.
Nope. It's a Vav.
Ray,
Not Ray.
ra,
V.
ha,
Look, listen to
re,
me. V. V.
the, ha,
Cha. Cha. It's a chet. Cha.
vacha, yim,
Yes.
to, beam,
Yes.
what, olenu, I'll call Yisrael.
All right, and do this last part.
They, im, ru, amen.
Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, there's a lot of hard words in there. Okay, and then we are up to.
But I did better than last week.
Yes, you're doing good. You are. Sheila Gersh, if you would end it for us with this, please. You got on
Okay.
mute.
Weird, I did. Yehei
No,
Shlama. Oh,
this one. See where I am?
yeah. Oh, Yehei Shlama. Oh, the third from the bottom
Yeah,
or the
third from the
second?
bottom.
Yeah. Oh, Oseh
Osa,
Shalom.
Osa,
Oseh Shalom. Bim Ra.
not Ra. What's that?
Bivra Ma.
Bim Ro Mav.
Bimra Ra.
No,
Who?
Bim
What? Bim
Ro
Ro Man.
Mav. Mav.
Mav.
Good.
Bim
Okay.
Ro Mav.
Right.
Who? Bara.
Not
Oh
Ba.
no, Biraha Man.
No. What is that?
Oh, wait. Biramav.
That's a
Birahamav.
Birachamav.
Birahamav.
Good.
Um, yeah, yeah. Oh, gosh, wait.
Sorry. Take your time.
Or say,
Nope. Nope. Look at this. That's a letter
yeah,
there with a vowel.
ya, se,
Ya'a.
se,
Good.
se,
Mm-hmm.
shalom,
Good.
alenu, vial, kol, Yisrael.
Mm-hmm. And I would do this because a lot of synagogues are now.
Okay. Um, yeah. Al, Yaal, Kol,
Ve'al. Ve'al.
Ve'al, Kol, Visav.
No. Look at the yud and
Oh,
the
yeah.
vowel next.
Wait. Vial, Kol, Yis,
Yo.
Yiv,
Yo.
Yo,
Yosh.
Yosh, V,
Ve. Two dots.
Yosh, V, Yishvo,
Yosh. Ve.
Yosh, Ve,
Right.
Yosh, Ve, Ta,
Yeah.
Te,
Mm-hmm.
Kol,
This is a vet.
Va, Tevol,
Te.
Vol,
Veil.
Te, Veil,
Good.
V'amru,
Not
no, V'imru, Amen.
Good. This phrase right here, everyone. They're adding this to almost all the Kadashim. It's Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel. And I can't remember all. Yes, I'll have to look it up again exactly what it is, but they're all adding it. It's something that was not there, and it's all about encompassing for the sick, I think it is. So you want to learn that one. Vial kol yoshve tevel. Okay. All righty. We have more reading to do, and let's see that. Well, Denise, we're going to go now to another one. And we're going to the mourner's cottage. So in the mourner's cottage, oops, it's all down. It's the same here. Mourner's cottage. Okay, let me get it over. Okay, so I know you hear the beginning part, and like Jen said, we all say this sometimes so automatically that we have to make sure we're pronouncing it correctly. So and I'm going to go. All right, so we're going to go with this one again. Denise, I want you to read. Let me have you start here at the Uvachaye, right here. Got
Okay.
on mute, okay?
Ubechaye de Khal,
Mm-hmm.
Be Beit,
Bait. Two
Beit,
dots.
Beit Yisrael, Va
Not va. That's a bet.
Ba'agada, Ba'agadal,
What's this?
Bagala,
Right. Good.
Bagala, um, Uv, Uvetsin, Uvets,
Mm-mm. One dot.
Uvets, Uvitsim, Uvit Semech,
Uviz. Uviz.
Uvismach,
Man. Final
Uvismach,
nun.
that's right, okay. Uvis,
Uviz man.
um, Kari, Kariv,
Good. Mm-hmm.
Kariv, um, Ve'imru Amen.
Good. Okay. The congregation one, the mourners, it's always the same. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Li'olam Ulamei Al Maya. All right. So then, Denise, read this top line here.
Okay. Yitvarach,
Ba.
Yitvarach,
Good.
Ve'ishtaba,
Good.
Ve'it, Ve'it, Ve'it Pa'ar,
Mm-hmm.
Ve'it Tar, Ve'it, Ve'it Romeh, Ve'it
No. Look, what is this under there?
Ve'it Romah,
Yes.
Romam, Ve'it
Yes.
Romam, okay. Ve'it, Lase.
Not la. Mm-mm. What's
Nase.
that?
Ve'it Nase.
Good. Okay. Yes. And where did you go? All right. What? How many did you read? Two? Three? Let
Two.
me, two. Read this one.
Okay. Ve'it Hadar.
Yes.
Ve'it Halal. Halal.
Ale.
Ve'it Haleh.
Ale.
Ve'it Haleh.
And you keep saying a huh. It's v'yit.
Ve'it Ale. Ve'it
Good.
Haleh. Okay. There's the ha. Ve'it
Yes.
Halal.
Good.
Shemay. De Kudisha.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Kudisha. Ba, Bariv.
Whoops. I'm sorry. I went too far. There.
Okay.
Okay.
Barim, Barive. No.
Be. Be.
Be,
And, and what's this?
Re.
Re.
Berry. Why don't I know that? Biriche. Biriche.
Berich. Berich. The yud you don't hear. It's berich.
Okay. Berich. Berich. Haya.
No. Look at this.
Ha.
Mm-mm. What's
Bari.
that letter? What's that vowel?
Vo.
Who? Ooh. Who?
Bariku.
Right. This is something that the congregation adds. When everybody's doing it, everybody says Barich
Oh,
who.
Bariku. Okay.
Barich who. Right.
All right.
Right.
Now I know what that is. Okay. All right.
Let me see if I can't get this over. Oh, it keeps going too far. All right. Okay. All righty. There we go. That's good. All right. And let me see. Sheila, BG. Let's see. Where was she? Barichu. So if you would read these three, actually four. If you would start with le.
Le'ela,
Mm-hmm.
Miko,
Mean. Final nun.
Le'ela, Min,
What's that?
Bechal,
That's Cole. Coal. Right, coal.
They where
This, we're not going to read this now. We won't read that one. Just come to this one.
come to which one?
The next line, where the bet is, right here.
Okay. The Biri- Birikata. Birikata.
No, beer. It's a E, beer, cha,
Birikata.
ta. Beer, cha, ta.
Birikata.
Good.
The Bashirata.
No, she. Vishi,
Rata.
rata.
Bashirata.
Good.
Tush Tushbihata.
Mm-hmm.
Vina Vinachamata.
Nech. Vene, cha. Go ahead, try it again.
Vinachamata.
Okay, yep.
Da da Amiran.
Yes.
Balma.
Bi, al, ma.
Bit Alma.
Good.
Bimru. Amen.
Good. Okay. All righty. And this is the mourner's cottage. So let's go back. Jen, read these 3 lines, please.
I have a real quick question before I read.
Sure.
So it's Baruch who? I've always heard Baruch who.
Well, that's a different word.
Right.
In here, it's barichu. But you know what? If you've heard people saying it baruchu, it's because they're going fast or whatever. They're not thinking about it. But if you read it, this is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. So could it be a difference between Sephardic and Ashkenazic?
No, 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 no,
Wow.
no, no. It's the same root, bet resh chaf, baruch, but when let me I don't know what it is. It's the same root, which is blessing, baruch, but barich is he, who is he. So it's his blessing. So it changes. It's changed. It's barich who. And like I say, I'm sure people do say baruch hu because they're going fast and they think it is, and they look at it. But if you're going to read it, barich hu, it
Right.
is.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. I was
Uh-huh.
got stuck there for a minute. Okay, where am I?
Yehei, right here.
Yehei Shla Yehei Shlama
Good.
Ra Rabbah Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya Uva
Not ooh. Not ooh.
Va
What?
ve
The.
ve ve. I can't do ve. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. I try. It just doesn't. Vechayim.
Uh-huh.
Al al al
No, not
nu.
al. Not al.
Alenu.
Aleinu, right.
Yal.
Say it
Ve'al.
again.
Ve'al.
Right.
Kol Yisrael. Ve'im ru. Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
I have to admit, I'm going to have to learn. I guess everybody has slight accents in different ways, and that's why it comes out a little different.
I can't say it just I can't. I'm sorry. We don't we
That's
don't
it.
we don't do buzz.
See, there you did it. Okay. All righty. Maddie, let me hear you say these last 3 lines. Unmute.
I did unmute. Okay, you can hear me now.
Yes.
Ose Shalom.
Ose Shalom.
Ose Shalom. When we say, when we sing, we say Ose. Yeah. Bimroman.
Not man. You did that the last time.
Bimrav.
Yes. Bimromav.
Who Yase.
Not say. Yaase.
Yaase. Yaase.
Good.
Shalom. Aleinu. Vial. Kal. Israel.
Good.
Can I do the ones in the bracket? No, we're not going to do that.
Yes, do it in the bracket because
Okay.
many.
Vial. Okay. Vial. Bal.
Look at that. No little tail on there.
Yeah. Chal.
Mm-hmm.
Chal. Loshe. Losheva.
Yosh Ve.
Loshve. Tevel.
Mm-hmm.
The Vim.
Ve'im.
Vim. Ru.
Mm-hmm.
And Vim Ru. Amen.
Right. Good. Just so you all noticed again, the nuns, the final nuns, they come down a little lower than that vav. The vav is equal to the others. The nun comes down lower. Okay.
You have to have very good eyes to read Hebrew.
No. All right. So that's our mourner's Kaddish. It's the same at the top. This is the difference from the Rabbanan, this part. And then this one is the Kaddish Shalem. So the Kaddish Shalem, let me get this. It'll be almost the same. There's a couple little differences. Okay. So they all start out the same. That's that Hatzi Kaddish. But then it'll come down here, and down here is where it's a little different. So, and I will tell you that some synagogues do sing this. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabbah. B'yama divra kirute, v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uv'meyechon, uv'chaye dekol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'immeru. Amen. And there's actually different tunes for the different ones, but if you say the same tune, it's not the worst thing in the world. I've heard some chazans do the same tune for all of them. So let's go down because the Kaddish Shalem, this part's a little bit different here. This gives you this Tikabel Tzlotachon. So we are going to go with, who is reading this? Sabina. Sabina, I want you to read these two lines.
Ish tabach.
Yit barach.
Barach.
Right.
Ish tabach. The Uvyish uv.
No, not u. You said it right.
The yit har.
Good.
The yit roman. The yit naseh.
Good.
The yit hadar. The yit alel.
Le. Good.
The yit halal. Shmei de kudashah. Rehu.
Okay. Yes, good. Okay, let's go. Let's let someone else. Edith. Who's Edith? If you would read from here, Leila, from here on, and read these three because this is short.
Okay. Le'Allah,
Le'ela.
Yeah, Le'ela, Min, Ba,
Look at that.
Bao, always
Nope.
that.
It's a kal. It's a cuff.
Call,
Right.
Beer, Bata,
No. It's a
Beer
huff.
Kata,
Right.
Bishirata,
Good.
Tush, Beer Kata,
Yes.
Benetamata,
No, vine.
Benekamata,
Yes.
um, Damiran,
Yes.
Bial, Ma,
Good.
Vimru, Amen.
Yes. The imru means we say. Amen. Whenever you see an u, a nu, and all that, often is we or us. So Omer is to say, to speak. Not, so it's ve'imru, amen, and we say amen. Okay, good. And let's see. Judith, if you would do these two lines. And these are where things change from the others.
Yeah. Tikabal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tikabal. Sitlokon.
It's
Ubaya.
a low to hone.
No, oh gosh.
It's
Z-
a tzadi, so it's a tsi.
Cone. Silit. Silit home.
I'm having trouble
Sorry.
hearing you a little bit. I'm having trouble hearing you a little bit. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me now? Can
Yeah,
you hear
that's
me?
better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Silit home. Uva u. Jeez. Uva u tone. The whole.
Uva uti hone.
Uva u cajon.
Good.
The whole. The holy.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
Kahal Yisrael.
Yes.
Kadam uvuchon. Sorry.
Kadam. Yes.
Kadam.
Kadam. Mm-hmm.
Avuchon. Avuchon. D.
Hone. Hone. It's a hay. Hone.
Oh. Avuchon.
Mm-hmm.
D. Ishmaya. The Imaru. Amen.
Good.
Yehi
Yes.
Shlema
Well, I'm gonna have you
Rabba
stop. I'm
Min
gonna have you stop. Let me,
Shemaya.
Judy, stop. I want to let
Sorry.
somebody else.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
I have to. I really have to pay attention to when the candles are starting to have beige blank. Obviously,
Anita, I want you to do this line, please. These two lines.
Yehi Shalom.
Not shalom. Same letters, but say it again.
Shalom.
No. Shilama.
Shalama Rabbah Mi
Mean. You have to hear the nun. Mean.
Shema Ra
Ya.
Ra
Ya. Shemaya.
Ya
Mm-hmm.
the Ha
Cha. It's a chet. Cha.
Ha the Chaim
Good.
Olinu the I'll call Yisrael the Imru Amen.
Good. Okay. And then that last part, let me see. Feel a if you would read this one, and this is where we step back 3 steps, and we bow on who, and we bow on Elenu. So say this, read these.
Osei Shalom Bimra Ma
Roma,
Bimro Ma Hu
Mav. You have to hear the Vav.
Oh
Bimro Mav.
Bimra Ma Bimro Mav
Okay.
Hu Ya Osei
Yaase.
Yaase
Se,
Shal
se.
Yaase
Right.
Yaase Shalom
Good.
Alenu Viakol Yisrael Vial Kol Yis
That's
Yis
yo,
Yo Se Yo Seva
yosh, ve.
Yosh Ve Te Veil Well
Tevel.
Te Veil Vimru Amen.
Good, good. Okay, so let's go back to this part that is a little bit different. I'm going to go to this part. And Denise, let me hear you read from here. This is where my cursor is.
T T T Kaba T T Teat Kabal Teat
Kad,
Kabal
kab, right, good.
Kabal Se Zelo Zelote Han Home
Zelo, t,
Home
right. Put it together.
Zelote Home Uv Uva
That's good. Go ahead.
Uvra
Uva,
Uva OT, is that O there?
this is an
Uva,
oo.
Uva, Te
Ooh.
Hion.
Okay, so it's uva utihon.
Uva Te, say it again. Uva
Uva
Tehon.
utihon.
Uva Utehon.
Good. Okay.
Beal,
Uh-uh.
Beval.
What's that?
Oh, Dev, that's a D.
Right.
Deval.
It's a dalet.
Sorry.
Dechal.
Dechal,
Uh-huh.
Yisrael,
Good.
Kab, Kadam,
Yes.
Avu, Avuhin,
Nope. That's just the,
Avuhon, Avuhon,
yes.
Avuhon,
Right. Right.
the Devishima,
Vishmaya.
Devishmaya,
Right. Vishmaya. Right.
the Imru, Amen.
Okay, good. All right. So you all see that this is different from the other cottage that we have done. So let me see. Last one. Sheila, BG. Let me hear you read uh these three actually. Right here with this one.
Which one?
The Yitbarach.
Okay. The Barach, the Ish, the Ish, the Ish Tabah,
Mm-hmm.
the Eat, the Eat, the Ha'ar,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
the Eat Ramah,
You have to hear the final mem.
the Eat Ramam,
Yes.
the Eat Nashah.
Okay, so wait a minute. I think I'm hearing you say eat. Just the E. It's yeet. There's a yud. The yud is like a Y. Y. So it's v'yeet. Na say.
Ve'it nase.
Good. Okay.
Ve'it hadar.
Let me hear the final letter.
Ve'it hadar.
Good.
Ve'it al ka al la.
It's not al. It's ah and then this. Say it again.
Ve'it aleh.
Right.
Ve'it. No. Ve'it halal.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Shmei. Shmei.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Dekud. Dekud sha.
It's not really a blend here. You hear the de. De ku de sha.
Dekud sha.
Mm-hmm.
Rech. Rech.
There's one dot underneath,
Beri.
and the final.
Who?
Barich hu. Yes, barich. You have to hear that chuf. Okay. All right, ladies. Let me get back to you all. All right. A lot of the words are hard. I know that. It's a matter of practicing them. And as you can see, there's that Hatsi Kaddish in the beginning is always the same, but then as you get into this third or fourth paragraphs, that's where things change. The Rabbanan has a lot more words in it. Mourner's Kaddish, I'm sure you all say, but make sure you're saying it correctly. You want to read it. You want to read that properly. And then the Kaddish Shalem is a different one. You won't normally be saying that unless you start leading services. When you lead services, that's when you'll need to say that one. Okay? But the others you would definitely say with the cousin, the leader, whoever it is, or if you are saying prayers in mourning. Any questions?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Like
All
we did a
right.
lot
Well,
of good work tonight.
what? I'm sorry.
I feel like we all did a lot of good work tonight. To me, it's like solving a puzzle. I love languages. I just love languages.
Yeah, and it is, and it is concentrating, and it's also training your brain to say it the right way. Sometimes you've been saying it incorrectly without realizing it, and you got to read it correctly. That's all. Just practice your letters. Some of you need to just practice those letters and practice those vowels. Go over the sheets I gave you. Just keep going over them, and but you're getting it. You really are, and we'll just keep on. All right.
So
So.
what is Shabbos Shuvah?
And I will let you know. I will look it up to see exactly when it comes. I know
When I'm in synagogue, I always say, what is it? When does it happen?
it happens more than once. It does. So I will look it up. It's one of those things that I don't know offhand. I will always admit when I don't know things. So and there's a lot. I'm always still learning too, believe me. So I thank you, ladies, and just have a good week.
Everybody.
All righty,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Next week.
And while we
Thank
still
you.
have you,
What?
the first night of Hanukkah is a Sunday. Do we have
I-
class?
I personally don't want to because
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
either.
But I'm going to check with Julia and see what she says. Let me
Yeah.
ask all of you, how many of you, raise your hand if you would like, if you want to, not, if you don't want to have a night. 2, 3,
I'm not
if you don't
sure.
want a 4.
I don't-
Okay.
Sure.
It doesn't,
What, Jen?
it doesn't matter to me,
It's
but I don't
5.
have it on my calendar. So when we got all the dates, that's the
It's-
one that I did not put on my calendar.
It's the
Oh, okay.
28.
It's
actually
the,
the 28th, and
28th, I
that's
think.
Thanksgiving Day weekend.
That's right.
It's
That's
yeah, it's the
Thanksgiving
weekend before
weekend.
Thanksgiving. It
No,
is.
the weekend
Sunday
No,
after.
it's
The weekend
Thanksgiving
of
weekend.
Thanksgiving.
Actually, after.
You're right. I'm
It's the
sorry.
weekend
You're
of
right.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. My grandsons are coming in.
And I will be
So I
away
also,
that
And I'm
yeah.
going
weekend.
to my grandchildren in Atlanta, so I won't
Right.
Either.
So
I'll
I'm
be
going to
away
talk to
that
I'm gonna
Julia.
slip
weekend.
out to Port Washington.
I'll talk to Julia and I think maybe we'll cancel that night because, you know, everybody's, first of all,
Right.
you should be lighting candles. You're supposed to do that
Yes.
mitzvah. So, you know, and if you have company or if you don't, whatever it is, you still should do that. So, I'll let you know. All right,
Yeah.
everybody.
Definitely
you.